Hey guys, it's Mommy Fine and Fit. Thank you so much for checking out my channel today. I wanted to come and talk to y'all because I wanted to start a new series called Tip Tuesday. So let me know in the comments down below, like what you think of this video and if you'd like to see more of these. But today, my tip is around weight loss because I have lost almost 60 pounds. And so I get asked by a lot of people, like, what do I do? What do I eat? Like how I've lost it. And I still have a good bit to go, but I get asked all the time. So I thought I would just do a video for you guys with just like some of the top 5 things that I do that I find helpful for me to help me stay motivated and just to not give up or whatever. And like I said, these are just things that work for me, so hopefully they'll help you out if you are losing weight or if you're working towards, a goal and everything. So one thing that I do, and I've always done this, I don't know why, but it's just how my brain kind of wraps itself around like my weight loss journey. But one thing I always do is I go about weight loss instead of looking at like the whole picture because I have between 100 and 130 pounds to lose, and that is such a big amount that it can be frustrating and overwhelming to think about that, like 130 pounds. And so one thing I've always done is I look at my weight loss in weight families. And so like I started at 269. So for like my first weight family that I worked on was the 60s. And so I tend to focus like all of my attention and all of my energy on like crushing for I like to say I've got to crush this weight family, um but crushing the weight family that I am in. So I'm always focusing on that 10-pound increment instead of focusing on, God, I've got 80 pounds left or I've got 100 pounds left. I pretty much just focus on that next few pounds to get through that weight family. So that's one big thing that I do, and that really helps to keep me motivated and to keep me from getting like bogged down and frustrated with losing weight. The second thing that I do is I log everything. So like even on a week that maybe I splurged a little bit too much and I gained, I log it. And it's painful, and like I'll admit there's sometimes I don't want to log it because I hate seeing that number and having to put it into my Fitbit, or I do Fitbit and Fitness Pal. And so, but I try to always be honest with myself. And there's several reasons. Oh, sorry, one of the kids is coming out of the house. There's several reasons, but some of them are like when you're on a weight loss journey, you are going to have times where you plateau. You're going to have times where you have a slow week. And so when you log the good and you log the bad, you have a reference to go back to. And so, like, if you're having a slow week, you can go back to another time in your journey where you were having a slow week or a slow month. And a couple things. One, you can look to just reassure yourself that this too will pass because it's passed before and you got through that slow period. But another thing that it helps you with is you can go back and see, okay, like what was I doing before I got to that slow point? And what did I do to break through it as far as your diet and your exercise? Um, like I was having a hard time recently. My weight loss had just slowed way down. And so I went back to a couple weeks there where I was losing weight more rapidly. And I looked at my diet, I looked at my exercise history, my workout history to kind of try and see like what was I doing different? What did I do different that week or that month that I was losing weight? And one thing I personally found was for me, I was consuming more protein and less carbs. So I started yesterday and mainly today, like really trying to go back to the way I was eating those few weeks there where I was dropping weight more rapidly. So log everything, even if it's something you don't want to. Trust me, in the long run, you will eventually need that reminder. Another thing I do, one of the third thing I do is I take a lot of pictures. Take a lot of pictures. Um, like I have some that I take that I won't post because it's in like underwear, but I take pictures, I take them from several angles, and I measure. Um, because there are times where things do not show on the scale. Like the scale does not show the whole story. And 2 weeks ago was like classic for me of that, because like the scales just did not reflect the work I had put in and the way I had eaten all week. We started doing Insanity. I do Leslie Sansone. There were days I worked out twice a day. Um, and so the scales just did not reflect what I had been doing that week. Well, I had committed to taking pictures every Thursday. And so, to be honest, I did not want to take those pictures last Thursday because, looking at what the scale said, it was, I was just like, there's no way. I mean, this is pointless. I'm going to look the same. But I did it because I had committed to it. And I knew that, like, when this journey is over, I want to be able to do like a time lapse and everything. And so I took the pictures. And honestly, guys, I was shocked. When I looked at my pictures, especially like my profile from the back, I was stunned because my pictures looked like a 10-pound weight loss or more. Like it was a drastic difference. So take pictures, even though I know some people may not want a lot of pictures of themselves at a heavier weight, but you can delete pictures. When you get to your goal weight, when everything's accomplished, if you don't want them anymore, it's the push of a button and they're gone. So, but you never know how you're going to feel when you get down to where you want to be. You may regret not having them. And then two, it helps you see your progress. It really puts it into perspective. It gives you a visual to look at because we don't always grasp what how our body is changing. We see ourselves every day, and so we don't always perceive those changes on a day-to-day basis. So lots of pictures, take lots of pictures. The fourth thing that I have done is build a good support group around myself. I have a group of beautiful friends that they hold me accountable when I slip, and they're there to support me. They cheer me on in the good times. They cheer me on, on the days that maybe aren't so good. On days where I need motivation, I can always call one of them, and they're there to tell me I'm beautiful. They're there to tell me, you've done a good job. Keep going. You've got this. And you really need that because everybody on a weight loss journey, you have days where you feel like you cannot go on. You feel like I can't do this anymore, but build for yourself that support group. And even on Facebook, I have found some really wonderful support groups, nutrition groups, where people are just, they give each other so much encouragement. There's one board called 310 Nutrition that is excellent. I mean, the people on there are just so nice and they're always there to encourage each other. So build a support group. And the fifth one that I'd like to mention today is grace. Guys, give yourself grace. Be forgiving. Allow yourself times that you mess up. And if you mess up and you fall off the wagon, don't beat yourself up. Like one of the easiest and best ways to ensure that you will fail on this journey is to not give yourself grace. When you see that gain on the scale or the scale stand still or you splurge a little bit too much, if you sit and you like meditate on that and you punish yourself, you are ensuring that you are going to fail. Because I'm telling you, there are times in every weight loss journey, I don't care how good you are, that we all splurge too much. We eat a food we know we shouldn't. And you know what? It's painful when we see the number on the scale. But you have to give yourself grace because you are human. I'm telling y'all, Friday, my youngest daughter was sick. We had to take her to the hospital. And, on the way home, she wanted vegan ice cream. She wanted pizza. And you know what? I had gotten to a point where I was starting to obsess about some of the foods I was craving. So I gave myself, I call it a morale day, because we do need those days where we can enjoy a food that we love because it boosts your morale. So I gave myself that morale day. And I enjoyed the day with my child. We sat there, we ate our treats, and we had some mommy daughter bonding time. It was just a really precious time with just me and her. Um, but the next day when I got on the scales, 2 pounds, guys, 2 pound weight gain. That was painful. Like, that was incredibly painful. And I still have not lost all of that 2 pounds back off yet. But you have to give yourself grace because that day meant a lot to her and it meant a lot to me. And it was a memory that I am going to cherish. And it is coming back off. I'm less than a pound away from having it all back off. So, it wasn't what I wanted to see on the scale, but it was good for my morale because it helped curb my cravings. And the next day, I got up, I got right back to exercising, I got right back to eating right. I didn't allow myself to fall off the wagon a second day, which I don't really think I fell off the wagon that Friday because I chose. Like, it was a calculated choice. I chose to take that splurge day with her. So I don't feel like that's falling off the wagon, because it was something I chose to do. But, if I had sat there Saturday morning and beat myself up over those 2 pounds on the scale, I'd probably be up 5 pounds now instead of having most of it lost back off. So be gracious with yourself. Forgive yourself. Give yourself mercy, guys. We are not in this journey to punish ourselves and be miserable. We're in it for a better life. And part of that better life is forgiving yourself when, maybe things don't go the way you wanted to or you quote unquote mess up. Um, so that's my fifth tip for like how I stay motivated. Don't beat yourself up. Beating yourself up gets you nowhere. It doesn't burn calories. Trust me. If it did, I'd be a beanpole by now. So, I just thank you guys for letting me come to you today. And I'm hiding out in the minivan because it's quiet. And it's about one of the only places I can get peace and quiet to film. But thank you for stopping by my channel. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up down below. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'm just starting this channel, so I'm so excited to, like, I have so many ideas of stuff I want to do. But let me know in the comments below if you like this type of video because I have so many ideas for like Tip Tuesdays when it comes to like diet and food and everything. So let me know what you think down below. I love hearing from you guys. And thank you for checking out my channel. Thank you for looking at my video. Please share if you enjoyed this. Share on your Facebook page and let everybody know about Mommy Finding Fit. So thank you guys, and I will see you later. Y'all have a blessed week.